Good day to you, my friends. I'm Kenator. I'm here to bring you all the new sci-fi hotness straight from Gamescom 2024. So let me know your favourite at the end in the comments. Now let's dive right in. Revenge of the Savage Planet. The trailer for this one started off a bit on the crazy side, but quickly shifts gears to show a brilliantly colourful sci-fi game filled with exploration and survival on 4 different planets, filled with weird and dangerous creatures. And survive you must, because you just got fired from the planetary settlement program that you were sent here with. I'm getting a lot of playful humour with this one, and it doesn't take itself too seriously, so I'm going to pop it straight on my wishlist. This is also a sequel to Journey to the Savage Planet, a game that somehow I hadn't even heard of, but it's made by some of the same devs that have gone and set up a brand new studio, and this one will be coming sometime in 2025. Borderlands 4. This is one of the big announcements. Sadly, the trailer was one of the smallest. Picking right up though from where Borderlands 3 had left off, we have the moon of Pandora appearing in a burst of fire. Then shortly after, colliding or ripping through the fabric of space, or of something hidden to find another planet lurking behind. And in the debris that rains down is a Psycho Mask that somehow survived re-entry to be picked up by a mysterious robotic arm. I'm sure the internet theory crafters will be diving right in on this one, trying to figure everything out, but I'm happy to wait and see. I don't know about you guys, but I really hope they look back to the Borderlands 2 way of doing things a bit more than they do Borderlands 3, especially in terms of writing. And that would make this one such an easy win when it releases in 2025. Linked Banner of the Spark is a delightfully fun-looking hack-and-slash action roguelike. It will have you battling all sorts of robotic bad guys called Combots, while rescuing friendly robot allies. Assisted by your bionic and modular mechanical arm, you'll also be helping out, building up and decorating a town, farming, fishing and trading before heading back out for more fights and boss battles with up to 3-player co-op. You'll want to wish this one now if you don't want to miss its release on the 22nd of October this year. Space Marine 2. These boys in blue should need no introduction, as Games Workshop Space Marines are now well known. But in case you don't, this one's the sequel to the original very well received Space Marine game, in which you play as a genetically modified superhuman in high-tech armour fighting off an invasion of orcs. Although this time round, we'll have to deal with the unrelenting horrors of the Tyranids, which is what happens when you get bugs controlled by a hive mind that can travel through space on huge living ships. They live to consume every single trace of biological matter on every planet they find. But this planet, this is one of the Emperors, and you are one of his finest battle brothers, and you will drive them back with every bullet and chainsaw you can get your blood-soaked hands on. And I'm just itching to get playing this one very shortly when it releases on September 9th, just over 2 weeks away. Dune Awakening. Dune has a bit of a gaming legacy, and this legacy will continue early next year with this brand new MMO, bringing you massive PvPvE combined arms combat, deep exploration into the lore and history of the planet Arrakis, while also setting it in an altered timeline. There'll be crafting, base building, guilds working together, or fighting as deadly rivals to become rich in spice and the power it brings to those that can harvest it, or that take it from others on a planet where literally everything is trying to kill you. If you take the time to learn the ways of the Fremen, however, you might find a way to bend the planet to your will just a little and use its deadliness to your advantage. Beta invites are ongoing for this one, and you can sign up via the game's website. Mars Attacks looks absolutely hilarious. If you're too young to remember the crazy 90s movie Mars Attacks, then what are you doing here? Go check it out right away and then come back. But if, like me, you enjoyed the hilarity these aliens brought to us when they came in peace, then this game is definitely for us. Part theme park, part zoo filled with aliens, at least to the Martians that is. That's right, the humans here are the attraction, and it'll be your job to abduct all manner of humans to put on display. Spine seamlessly mixes martial arts and gunplay in this cyberpunk adventure. Much of the action in this game will revolve around tackling your foes within close quarters combat, as the lead character Redline. Together with the AI strapped to your spine, you'll be taking out anything that gets between you and rescuing your brother, be it street thugs or armed forces of the oppressive AI that runs your city. The trailer oozes atmosphere and cyberpunk aesthetic while delivering gun fu straight out of the Matrix. This one has no announced release window, but should definitely go on your wishlist. Zero Space is a brand new RTS that looks set to bring us a return of storytelling within the genre, something that's been sorely missed, at least for me, since the end of the StarCraft 2 trilogy. The game promises 4 faction, 30 main story missions, 14 hero missions, and 40 side stories. More importantly, there is also 3 hours of cinematic cutscenes with interactive dialogue in which your choices matter. It goes without saying this game will of course have multiplayer matches as well for the competitive among you. Or you can dive into the large persistent map of Galactic Warfare with the entire community, where you will represent one of the game's factions and play a never-ending campaign against the AI, either solo or co-op, and try to take over the galaxy. Kinda like if the map on Helldivers was all different player factions. And Zero Space is aiming for a May 2025 release window. Akimbot is nearly here with its launch day set for August 29th, and you are going to get some classic 3D platformer gameplay with a lot of comedy from these 2 robot prison breakers. There's going to be a lot of guns, puzzles, robots galore, mecha T-Rexes to ride, tanks to drive, buggies to trick jump, spaceships to fly, and bosses to destroy in what will be one epic adventure. Caravan Sandwich brings back the chill with its narrative-driven exploration of another world. Exploited for its resources, most people have now moved on to other planets, and what is left behind is now just ruins and the few people that decided to stay. While on your journey to find your missing sister, you will meet and help these different people, learn about the world, and explore what impact we have had by exploiting this world. This game will be super laid back, there will be no combat, death, or time limits. It's just you, your van, and the game world to explore, all while under the watchful eye of the Sandwich. What mysteries will you uncover? Find out very soon with its release on the 12th of September. Exoborn! This one's for the extraction shooter fans. Attempt to fight your way to victory, collect and utilize different loot and equipment to suit your playstyle, where customization is the name of the game, and your Exo Rig loadout choices will either put you in a winning position or leave you lacking, or even worse, dead. Everything from parachutes to stealth camo, guns big and small, loud and quiet. But it's not just the NPC enemies or the other players that you need to look out for. It's the unpredictable and violence of Mother Nature, with tornadoes and lightning storms and other natural effects to be wary of in this utterly destroyed apocalyptic wasteland that used to be the United States of America. There's no release date for this one yet, so do keep an eye out for new info by wishlisting on Steam. Lost Skies. I do have a weakness when it comes to airships, I just adore them. And Bossa Studios is here at it once again with this new title. Play solo or up to 6-player co-op in this survival adventure, set among floating islands. Build and enhance your skyship to travel this huge open world where you're free to explore at your own pace. Traversing each island with climbing, grappling hooks and gliding, discovering lost technology to unlock more crafting options, and contend with the various types of wildlife that you'll encounter. Your airship design will matter too thanks to the use of physics, so you can stay small, light and nimble, or you can be a slow but steady Goliath of the sky. This will certainly make everyone's fights with the game's bosses a very unique experience, and sadly there is no release date for this one yet. Atomfall is coming in March next year, and is a game set in the alternate history of late 1950s Northern England. You awake with no memory in a bunker to find out there's been a disaster with a local nuclear power plant, and everything is under quarantine. For those unfamiliar with various English accents and sayings, you should expect to be both confused and delighted as you discover we do not actually all talk with a Cockney accent. Atomfall hides a dark mystery for you to unravel, along with your memory, as you explore through the British countryside and rural North England villages. But not all order remains, and you will have to fight, scavenge, craft and trade your way on your quest for answers. I for one can't wait and hope it comes out in time for my birthday. Although it's not my birthday quite yet, I do have one small request for you. If you're enjoying this video so far, please do drop a like, and even better yet, hit subscribe and check out some of my other content. Thanks, Gavna. Now moving on from the peaceful British countryside to the defense against alien landing forces in PVKK, or in English, Planet Defense Cannon Commander. And no, I'm not even going to attempt the German title. But this game looks intense and very intriguing. You are the sole operator of a planetary defense cannon, of which there are so many controls. There are lots of buttons, dials, readouts and screens, but they all seem to have a use. And not only that, there is also procedure to follow, identifying the incoming trace, calculating projectile aim, and doing a complete firing sequence when you're ready. I saw an interview with the developer that says you can even hit targets precisely down to 2 meters over a 15-kilometer distance. The trailer also shows that maintenance will be required on these systems, and there is a larger complex that you might have access to, as well as possibly hinting towards a mystery or secrets that the game narrative will have too. Its release in 2025 can't come soon enough, and I will definitely bring you more info for this one as soon as I can. Solarpunk, this will be bringing the cozy vibes, again with the floating islands. This seems to be a theme for games coming next year, as this too will be coming in 2025, with a focus on using renewable sun and wind power to run your little homestead. Gather resources to build and grow your home in the sky, take out your airship to explore distant islands, craft gadgets and machines to automate things around the farm and your home. This game was funded last year via Kickstarter and is made by a team of just 2 devs. It certainly fits the cozy vibe spot on, and I can't wait to play this one with the wife upon release. My last entry is a bit of a surprise, but it's not a game. But don't go anywhere just yet, it is about games, and I think it completely stole the show at Gamescom. Blur Studios founder Tim Miller took to the stage to announce Secret Level. It will be an anthology of shorts based on licensed video game IPs, working directly with the studios involved in their creation. You may have heard of their previous work, Love, Death and Robots, which had absolutely stunning visuals. But Blur Studio also have a long history of working on video game CGI sequences for intros or trailers. So I wanted to leave you on this high note of what's coming to our screens this December 10th via Amazon Prime. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Kenator, out.